The hybrid cloud observability platform records tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of metrics all across your infrastructure. And what's nice about that is it means you can troubleshoot things. The problem is, it's kind of tough to figure out what you want to troubleshoot when you're dealing with hundreds of thousands of metrics. Well, that's where performance analysis, or what we call PerfStack, comes in. And it's pretty easy to build one of these. So let's go ahead and get started. Start with My Dashboards, Home, Performance Analysis. Someone's complaining about a web application performance problem, so let's add our web server. We'll go ahead and go to Add Entities. And I know the server name, so I'll search for West Web. We're having a problem with number 1 today. We'll expand that out. I'm going to select West Web. Now, what I like to do is to pretty much eliminate the server as a problem. And for me, that's normally the very basics, CPU and memory. So let's look at those. We'll drag average CPU memory. We'll drag average CPU load and average percent memory. And since they're both percentages, we can dump them on the same graph. All right, doesn't look like anything here is out of the ordinary. In fact, the CPU load is incredibly low, so there's a problem somewhere else. Now, I can hunt this down myself, or I can let the system tell me what's connected to it. So I'll come over here to West Web 01, and I'll click Add Other Entities. And this is where we can start eliminating some things. So let's bring over the IIS application first. We have a breakdown of all the different web services, so I'm just going to had a problem with this. How much memory is being used, how much CPU is being used. Also doesn't look like a problem. And we are also seeing the green checkbox over here, so probably not the problem. But it's also connected to SQL Server. So let's go ahead and look at our SQL. Whoa, we've got some problems there. So let's look at the SQL Server. Bring in a couple performance counters. We can bring in our disk ops, read and write, how many pages we're going through per second, and our page file usage. Okay, there are some jumps here, so that could be a problem. But maybe it is something else related to the SQL Server, and we need more details on that. We can then click on Show Related Entities yet again. So I want to see what's actually affecting this. And because we know about all the storage behind that, here's where that information comes in. So we can look at the virtual machine, looks fine. We can look at the host, also looks fine. The LUN, well, there's a problem there. You look at the pool, storage array, database. But I want to go even deeper on this. So I'm going to go ahead and look at the database instance. So here's the instance, blocking, locking, deadlocks, all that stuff. But what I really like is database wait time. Because if we're having a slowdown, not a problem, it might be some type of problem in our actual SQL. So what I like to do is I grab total instance wait time. And because I want that to be first and foremost, I'll just drop it at the top. So now if I grab this little segment surrounding our peaks, I can see the actual SQL that's executing. Wait time's 255 seconds, taking up 10% of the time. This is probably our problem. This is causing some type of bottleneck and chewing up 10% of our entire wait time. So you can see with performance analysis, I was able to go from the node to the application to the actual database and all the way down to the code level to see what could be causing a problem. This is just another way that you can help diagnose problems with the hybrid cloud observability platform.